In this video, I'm going to take a break from making progress on the picture and instead take this as an opportunity to talk about organization and organizing your files in Photoshop. So, so far I've only done 3 buildings, and this is a pretty straightforward image, and I've already got a bunch of layers. And you can imagine the more complicated your picture, the more layers you're going to find. Most of you will end up with somewhere between 40 and 100 layers, and that's not too many at all. So the way that I would recommend keeping your buildings um, in order so that way things don't get lost is using folders. So this is the folder icon, and what I'm going to show you is just like you can make new layers, you can also make new folders. And I would suggest that for every building, you keep that building in a folder. So I'm going to select layer 3, right? That's this. And I'm going to select layer 7 copy, layer 7 copy 2, and layer 7. And now I'm going to hit this folder icon, and I've just grouped them all. And I'm going to call that middle building. You can call your buildings whatever you want to call them, whatever makes them identifiable to you. And now you can turn this building on and off as a unit, which is helpful if we're trying to do the buildings behind it. And it just is good to keep your building straight because a lot of these buildings will have details on them, so it's good to not lose track of your layers. You can also, if you don't want to start, if you want to start with the folder and you don't have the layers yet, you can do that the same way that you make a new layer. You can go new folder. There's nothing in this folder yet, and now you could make a new layer and drag that layer into the folder. You can tell that it's in the folder because it's indented. You can also drag an already existing layer into a folder. I want to point out that this building, oh, you know what, this building is from the original time that I traced that. That's not what we want. I'm going to delete layer 2. And we can also, there's nothing in group 1 right now. Let's put layer 4 in group 1. I'm going to turn layer 4 on. And you can tell that it's in there because now it's highlighted. Now group 1 is on top of middle building. This is left building. And left building should really be underneath middle building. So I'm going to close middle building and just drag left building underneath it. And so this is just a tool you can use to keep yourself organized in Photoshop.